Hey fantasy football fans, so it's mid-season and right now we should be prepping our teams for that push to the fantasy playoffs. And since the waiver wire is pretty thin right now, we start looking to trades. Now I'm going to go off on a little bit of a rant here. No, that's not true. I'm actually going to go off on a huge rant here because I am so freaking frustrated by the trade proposals I'm getting. Okay, they're bad. They're really, really bad. You know, here's a tip for you guys. Trades are supposed to be beneficial to both teams. This doesn't mean that it's going to be great for your team and crappy for my team. It means that it's beneficial to both teams. Okay? Doesn't mean that you give me Willie Snead and I give you Chris Johnson. That's not what it means. Okay, here's an example of something that really happened. Okay, in my NFL league, I have a plethora of running backs. And I have a need for maybe another wide receiver. So I go and I do my research because I do the research and I look around the league and I look to see who might have more wide receivers than they need and are in need of a running back. So I find this guy and he has more wide receivers and has very few running backs, and the ones that he has are really bad. So I go through and I take a look at what might match up and what might be an even trade. I even put it through a trade analyzer that tells me if it's going to be beneficial for both teams or beneficial for one team or the other. So I put it in. I offer Jeremy Hill, which granted has had a not as great season as we would have hoped, but he's still a high-ranked running back. Okay, he is still starting for the Bengals, and that Bengals team is still a high-octane offense. So I offer him Jeremy Hill for Randall Cobb. Now, Randall Cobb obviously still also part of a high-octane offense and has been hurt. So a little bit of risk and reward on both sides, but put it into the analyzer, boom, beneficial to both teams, make the trade offer. What he comes back with is, okay, tell you what, I'll give you Rosalie Randall Cobb. You give me Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman. Okay, so Randall Cobb has scored 60 points this year. Devontae Freeman has scored over 150 and is the number 2 running back in the league. How is that fair? How does that make any sense? Do you really think I'm going to accept that? Listen, I know I'm blonde and I know I'm a girl, but I know my shit. Don't give me that crap. Give me something I can work with here. So I'm frustrated, I'm pissed off, and I'm still without a wide receiver. And I got lots of running backs. So it's okay. I'm still going to win. No big deal. That guy's still going to be in 10th place. So anyway, I want to hear about you guys. What is the worst trade proposal you ever received and the best? I want to hear about some really great ones out there too. Until next time, I'm Fantasy Girl. Make sure you subscribe so that you are seeing every week's videos. And let me know what you want to see more of, what you want to hear more about. This is a conversation with you guys. So I'll talk to you next week.